Okay, hi. Just a quick update. It's been 2 weeks since I had my third Botox treatment, and this time it was electronically guided Botox, which is where they use a needle that can is also connected to a machine that detects the electrical activity within the muscle, so they can find the most active parts of the muscle to inject the Botox into. So it's supposed to be a more accurately targeted kind of Botox. I'm at 2 weeks post treatment, so it should be about maximum effect right about now. And I do think I'm getting some benefit. I mean, the thing is, the other thing that you see, I guess I'm showing here. Let me just try and get out of the sun a little bit. Is just how variable the symptoms of this dystonia can be on a day-to-day basis, or even during the day. Because when I woke up this morning, I could look almost straight ahead while I was lying down. So not when I was standing up, but while I was lying down, I could almost look straight ahead. And that is a fantastic feeling when it has been months since I've been able to do that. So that's truly awesome. And then a few hours later in the day, I've had to spend some time lying down. My head is pulled much more to the side now. Still not quite at my worst. But I think, one of the things is I generally don't pick the worst time to do these videos. And I suppose one reason is I'm just not feeling up to it. Yeah, I just can't sort of get myself out of bed to do this kind of thing. And then maybe the other thing is, look, this is YouTube. It's, very public, and maybe there's just like a bit of a vanity thing. Like, I don't want to show myself at my worst. So I don't. But like this is kind of, I don't know if I'm capturing it, because I can't actually see the camera, but this is how I am at the moment, and I'm not looking forwards. And now let me just actually swivel this around so you can see this is the direction I'm looking while I'm walking. So you can see I'm looking sideways. I'm not looking forwards to the path. You can see my dog in front of me on the path there. But I'm not looking that way. So yeah, it's and it's not a big deal. Like it's amazing how you adapt to things. Like when I'm walking around here on my own property, there's nothing I can bump into. I mean, these paths are wide, I know them, but it's a whole different story if I was to go to a shopping center or something like that. I have to hold my wife's hand or my daughter's hand, and they lead me through the shopping center so I don't bump into people. But it feels like just a stream of people coming at me, and I have no awareness of what's in front of me and what I'm about to bump into, and it's really quite intimidating and stressful to do. I don't enjoy it. I guess another thing with the Botox, just while I think of it, every now and again, like I have a little bit of trouble swallowing or clearing my throat. I think that's because of the Botox as well, and I was warned about that. Like now, it has been months since I've had a haircut. because I just can't really comprehend how I would do that. The idea of sitting in a public place, especially and getting a haircut, just sounds awful to me. So I guess if I could find someone who would do it not in a public place, then that could be okay. But I just think like holding my head straight just sounds really hard to do. Well, it's impossible. And then the other thing, and I saw someone else said this on a dystonia forum recently. They're talking about the two things they feared the most. Was one was getting a haircut and the other was going to the dentist. And I have to do both of them. I broke a tooth, one of my back teeth, a couple of weeks ago, and normally I would be straight to the dentist to get that sorted out. But like I can't think how to go about that. The idea of I mean, I hate the dentist as much as anyone, but the idea of having to do that and then also be trying to hold my head in a certain position, holding my mouth open, all of that kind of stuff, even though maybe they can work around it. Gee, that just sounds like too much to bear. I think good and bad things as always. I guess, a little bit of benefit from the Botox is a good thing. I don't think it's going to get too much better than this because, I'm already at that point where it's at about the peak. Maybe it will get a little bit better, but then chances are almost certainly then it will start getting worse again before I'm due for the next one. So some people say that can be pretty hard to deal with, because you get used to feeling better and then it gets worse. But I've still got a bit further to go anyway, I think. A little bit better with this treatment. Maybe the next treatment's going to be a bit better still. I'm pleased with any improvement at the moment. It's definitely given me a little bit of a boost in my level of positivity, I suppose, to have that. Okay, see you later.